Happy New Year, sisters who born.
Happy New Year.
New Year, new me. Jenny has cut her hair. God. Ha! New Year. Jenny is always would have been cutting up people, cutting her hair, cutting everything from last year. New Year, new me. I've cut your hair. No problem. Me, I'm still the same. they say, they know New Year, new me. Yesterday, I'm the same yesterday, today, I'm forever.
The old you has not passed away.
I am constant. I change not.
I am dynamic. I change always.
If you do me, if you vex me, I will go and cut my hair. I will not just cut my hair. I will go blonde.
It's late already. This is 4th January. It's late. Don't worry.
My own
don't bother. You wait for December.
I've actually been meaning to cut my hair. I've cut my hair before. I cut my hair when I was in uni. It was nice. Low cuts. It was nice. But I know that the next time I cut my hair, I'm going to
You're going blonde.
I cannot wait. I will go blonde. I will go burgundy.
Wine red.
I'll go white.
Burgundy. Mm-hmm. Oh. All the colors in the market.
The plans, my goals. You don't know what's going on. Anyways, it's fine. The hair is fine. You look beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah. Welcome, sisters who born. This is a great year. Today, Jenny, what are we talking about?
Today we are talking about New Year resolution.
New Year resolution. To make resolutions or not to make resolutions?
Yeah. On what part are you? Are you on team New Year, New Resolution, or are you on team whatever?
Well, I'm going to wear my lawyer's cap here. You know, when it has to do with law, everything, all the answer is it depends.
Okay.
A lawyer or in law, there's no yes or no. Everything is it depends. It depends on the circumstances. It depends on the individual. It depends on what you want. It depends on factors surrounding. So my own is it depends. Oh yeah, you that you have cut your hair. I know that you are for New Year resolution. You're already. I'm sure that 31st night you were cutting people off.
I am going to prove you wrong. Honorable, my honorable colleague. My learned colleague. Sorry, not honorable colleague. I'm not in that field. I am not in that field.
Honorable is if you're in the parliament. It's the same.
No? So I used to be team New Year, New Me, New Resolution, blah blah blah. But this time around, I'm more focused on creating a long-term goal and then making review at the end of every year. So that is the group I've finally fixed myself in. So create a 5-year plan or a 2 years plan. At the end of every year,
our employer, please, we need lunch break, 30-minute lunch break. Thank you for your attention and your consideration.
So as I was saying, I used to be team New Year, New Resolution, but now I am team create a long-term plan. At the end of every year, you go back and you make a review of the year, and then you know how far you have failed from whatever goals you have created and what to improve on. I am not creating new goals unless what I have created becomes obsolete in the long run. But that apart, I am team create a plan and stick to it. Stick to it.
Are you done?
Mm-hmm.
Are you done? Because I want to scatter this table. See, as I'm holding my phone, because
yes, my learned colleague.
I don't have my selfie stick, so putting my phone in that place is making my face dark. I want sisters who want to see my face.
To see your face.
This is a very, very important topic.
Okay.
I agree with you that we should set goals. Exactly. Okay. So before now, maybe 5 years, 3 years ago, I believe in New Year resolutions, right? However, I have seen that it is better to set goals. Some people set goals and still call it New Year resolutions. However, where I'm not differing, I'm just expatiating. You said you set long-term goals.
Yeah.
What you should know is that. So what I need you to avert your mind to is that when you set big goals, you cannot just leave it as big goals. Because you say, oh, I want to buy a Benz Maybach in 2025, right?
Okay.
It's a goal. Yes, you want to have Maybach. But if you want to be pragmatic, in pragmatism, you have to break these goals down. How do you want to buy a Maybach? It means you would start setting financial goals. So you're breaking it down. You will start saving, in that financial goals, you are saying increase my earnings. You're saying increase my investment. You're saying increase my savings. How will you increase your earnings? You have to now develop multiple sources of income. How will you increase your savings? You have to state it. So goal setting is not beans, but you should set it. So I'm not trying to discourage sisters from setting goals. I set goals all the time, and I'm not even saying do not set big goals, but it is important that even after you set the big goals, you break it down into steps. For instance, you have a 5-year plan. Okay.
Yeah.
These 5-year plans will not materialize on their own, or I will not just stay here as I am. Let's say I don't have a car at all, and then my very first car I'm buying is Maybach. I'm not saying it's impossible. It only means that I'm literally going to stay for the next 5 years without a car because I want to buy Maybach.
Yeah.
So you have to break these 5-year goals down to yearly goals. In these yearly goals, you now still have to break it to monthly goals. Okay, monthly goals,
down to weekly.
Some people would say break it down to weekly and daily goals.
Daily, yeah.
Which can be very cumbersome. It can be discouraging to set a goal by the time you start telling people break down all of that. But have the bigger picture in mind. What is the overall goal? What is it I can do to at least start? For me, I do not set monthly goals.
Okay.
I have yearly goals, right? Which
is
it? Some people can call it New Year resolution, but I call it goals.
Okay.
Your goal for this year is to ensure that my employer gives us 30 minutes of break every week to shoot this video.
Thank you for the assignment.
So
I have lost one earring. Yeah, you are talking about
I really
setting goals.
Do not set monthly goals, but I have daily to-do list.
Okay.
Now, weekly and monthly goals for me are usually deadlines. Deadlines that are very important. If I need to turn in a document at work, if I need to do something, fine. I would set those daily, weekly, monthly goals with deadlines, right? But when it has to do with my personal goals, for me, I know that it starts with my daily to-do list. Okay. For instance, my New Year resolution this year, I have not said it's a resolution, but I call it lifestyle changes. I'm beginning a lifestyle change this year. And why I do not subscribe to this whole New Year resolution thing but goals is because when I identified that I needed a lifestyle change, I did not say I'm going to start 1st January. I started the time I identified that I needed. So I think by 2nd week of December of last year, I identified that I needed a lifestyle change because I need that lifestyle change so I can be able to do this, do that.
Yeah.
I'm going to give a clear example so that people can really understand. I know I'm talking too much. Jenny already knows I jumped on this topic. In fact, so I'm a night person. For the past this whole thing started. In fact, I am just a night owl because I remember in uni, I would be awake. If I'm going to night class, I would take coffee and I'll go to that night class. I will stay awake until I come back. When I come back, that's when I sleep in the morning. It used to work for me because I used to skip morning classes and I would just attend. My colleagues already knew that if that class is 7 a.m., if that class is between 7 a.m. and 9 a.m., you will not see couscous.
Couscous is not coming.
A 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock class, you will see me. Now, I am very drowsy in the morning and I am very alert in the late afternoon until midnight. However, it doesn't work in a work environment because you have to go to work. If work resumes 8, you have to go to work by 8. So during COVID, when I started working, I was better. I would, I would go to work in the morning, come back because I come back tired, I would definitely sleep. But when COVID came, I was working from home. So I noticed we started having late night meetings. And after the meeting, you have a to-do list. After the meeting, that's when adrenaline starts pumping and I'll start working. I find myself working till 4 a.m., 5 a.m. and then sleep into the day. It happened like that. I went for master's degree. It was mostly online and most of my in-school classes were in the afternoon. In fact, I carefully avoided all my morning classes. Any course I used to teach in the morning, just know that I'm waking up from my bed to sit on my computer. Immediately, it's time, 1 minute to the time for the class. If the class is 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. So now, it has been like that for so long.
Okay.
So now I have started work again, which work is a standard time. 9 to 5, right?
Yeah.
And I have now decided that I want that, because it means that I sleep by 3 a.m., 4 a.m.
Yeah.
And I see that this is affecting me because it means I cannot wake up early. Hey, Jesus. See the pinch.
It's part of this work, okay? It's part of this work.
If you have not watched our video, whether childcare is a full-time job, you are missing. Because
you in fact, you have to run back and watch that one.
Jenny, this one, your employer does not give you weekly break.
No. My employer is brutal. Very brutal. There is nothing like break here. It's very brutal.
So now I now decided that because sleeping very late, sleeping 3 a.m., 4 a.m. makes me not be able to wake up in the morning, and when I wake up when I'm not supposed to wake up, my entire day is gone because it's going to give me migraine. I'm grumpy, I'm tired, I'm fatigued. So I'm like, okay, I need to make lifestyle changes. It was towards the end of the year. Now, for what people, what I do not like is somebody saying, from January 1st, I'm going to be exercising. From January 1st, I'm going to do this. You already know that you want to change your life.
Do it, and you need it now.
What is stopping you from starting today? Why are you waiting to January 1st? So I wanted to avoid that. So the moment I said I want to start my lifestyle change, because before I would say I can't do morning workout because I want to work out in the evening. That's when I have energy. But in the evening, I am either still working, or I am tired from work, so I don't eventually work out. So this year, I was now like, okay, I want to first of all start waking up very early and then use the morning to work out before I go to work.
Okay.
I started it the moment I realized that I needed it badly. I did not have to wait for 1st January, 3 weeks later for it to be 1st January. So for all those New Year resolution, New Year, new nothing. Because when you start by 1st January, mid-January,
it's just a new day like every other day. Okay.
Yes.
It's just a new day like every other day.
You cannot just abruptly change. I've been talking too much, so I don't know. I hope you understand what I mean. You make make large goals, you make yearly goals, but then you still have to break it down. How do I want to achieve? Jenny, I put, and then, most of the time, I used to read, if your goals do not scare you, they are not big enough. I've never really set a goal that scared me.
Okay.
So this, when this year came, I was like, I told you now that video we were talking about how 2022 changed us. I told you that I did not make goals in 2022. That was like one of the first years that I never made any goals, right? So this year I was like, I cannot just be like last year now. Let me at least set goals for this year. So I now put, because my study abroad channel, we are currently 10K subscribers. So I now put a goal saying 20K subscribers. I now say no. In January 2022, we're 5K. So at the end of the year, we were 10K. I was like, okay, that's 50 double. So I now say 10K, 20K is reasonable. But 20K is very attainable. If I continue at the pace I continue, I'm going to definitely get 20K, right? I now found that the goal did not scare me. I now put 50K subscribers. So every time I look at that goal, it actually scares me. I'm like, is this what they mean? If your goal does not scare you,
so are you now on the school of thought that your goals, they don't scare you, they're not big enough?
No, Jenny, I just want to do it. Let me see if it works. You know, motivational speakers avoid me. If your goal does not scare you, it is not big enough. I have said this year's goal. It has scared me. This year I said I'm going to Morocco.
Okay.
This year I said I'm going to 3 Schengen countries.
Oh, babe, okay.
I do not know how it's going to happen, but they're scaring me.
They are finally inducted you into the school of it does not scare you.
The goals are definitely scaring me. So let's see how it goes.
Fingers crossed, and I wish you all the best. Yeah, I wish you all the best. You will get there. So in addition to what you said, I like that idea because I've always been of the like recently I bought into the school of thought of make your goals and then break them down into just like creating a vision board. But let me come with my own motivational and psychological and philosophical and all the go
Jenny has gone. Oh yeah.
So there is something people don't do when you're setting New Year goals and all the long-term goals. Do you set to be goals?
To be, right?
You set to be goals, yes. You see, I believe that to be goals will help you get faster to wherever your to-do goals are going to take you, okay? So let me differentiate and to-do goals. Yeah. So your to-do goals could be I'm going to build a house, okay? I want to travel, I want to do this, and I want to do that. But your to-be goals are more of personal development and focusing on important things like character, health, and all whatnot. So I give you an instance. Let's say this year I want to be more assertive. It is my to-be goals. Okay, it's one of my to-be goals to be more assertive. It is also one of my to-be goals to learn how to seek for help. Another of my to-be goal is to learn how to avoid my brain from defending me. So what do I mean? Once I'm like, okay, let's say this afternoon I wanted to chat you up earlier to shoot this video, but immediately my baby slept off. My mind told me, you are tired, why not sleep? I knew that if I pushed myself that moment and tested you, that tiredness will eventually leave me, because I know I still have some strength. But my brain is like, you need to rest, you need to sleep, why not lie down and all that. And guess what happened? I followed my brain and I went to lie down. Okay. So if my to-be goals now is that I want to be more active during the day, I have to start instructing my brain to obey what my mind and my body wants. Okay. So these are the to-be goals. Okay, some people's to-be goals could be, I want to be a person of integrity. So how do people of integrity behave? What are those things they do? Now you have to go and assess your life and think of, so what are those things that I do in private or even in public that does not make me a person of integrity or that makes people look down on me? Okay. Now my to-be goals could be that I would like to ask a reasonable question. I do not say question, no. I would like to ask a reasonable question at every conversation, because it's going to widen your mind and make you learn more. So as you are creating your to-do goals, also think of what are the to-be goals. Now, what are the characters that you can complement with these things you need to. So it could be discipline. Like I've said it, if there's anything like new resolution, my new resolution this year is to be more disciplined. Yeah. So your to-be goals are actually the characters that will help you to get yes, because you cannot state all these goals without talking about being disciplined. Okay, you have to be disciplined around certain things. If you're talking about making a huge financial savings, you know that the topmost should be discipline, aside diversing your incomes, because no matter how you diverse your incomes, if you're not disciplined, if you're not accountable to yourself for every expenses you make, you may not likely attain to that goal. So you have to factor in some characters that will help you get to that. So that is why I say to be goals, I want to be this. Okay, excuse me. Aside that as well, your to be goals could also be working around flexibility. Okay, you could be thinking of how to be more flexible with the things you do. So like someone like me, I would like to be a nomad worker.
Digital nomad.
Yeah, I would like to be a digital nomad. Let's say once my baby gets to 5 years, I would like to move from location to one location. And that's why I had always wanted to do like an NGO job that will, that I travel or I become a diplomat. But if that is not coming in view, I can still create a passion for myself and work with that. To summarize, as you are creating your to-do goals, also create your to-be goals, because you will need both of them to get to wherever you are. And then you also have to be open-minded about your goals. Okay?
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Before you talk about the open-mindedness, I think I kind of understand what you mean by to be. I think to be is like, what is your motivation for wanting to do this thing? For instance, if you say I want to be working out more this year, your to be goal could be something like I want to live a more healthy life, healthy lifestyle. So that is going to be what will motivate you. When you don't feel like going to the gym, you're like, but I decided that I'm going to be more healthy. You now go to the gym. Okay, I think I understand you. So I'm going to make sure that I put the to be goals to all the to-do goals I have already set this year. I'm learning. Professor Jelly.
After you come and pay me, pay me for consultation. I claim it.
But you know that to fit you, right?
Definitely, I know. Being a coach and they come easily to me anyway. I know, and I'm more attracted to.
Professor Jenny, I'm feeling this very well. I don't know.
You say professors don't wear low cut. Did I hear that?
No, I say I'm feeling this your low cut very well. Really? I'm feeling this low cut. It's empty my. It's okay. It's okay. Next time I also wear big earrings. For now, manage my earpiece outside.
You wear a loop. You know that one they call hair loop. Very big. I was also talking about being flexible with goals. Okay, I was counseling a friend the other day. She quit her job. In fact, and entered a very big state of uncertainty. In fact, she stayed for 3 months without job and was relying on her savings. And she was like, Jenny, I got a contract of 3 months and it's almost ending. What can I do? I said, you have to, think of the next step ahead. You have to look at the skills you have now and think of what you can do with them. And she's like, okay, that the skills she have now, she thinks is only going to serve her in an organization and all that. Well, to cut the whole story short, when we are done, there was something I said to her, which I also want to say here. I said to her, if you want to phase out the goals you have now or the skills you have now, you have to look at the new skills you can acquire. And those skills you are going to acquire, will they in long term phase out? Will they still be relevant in, let's say, a year or two? with the whole dynamism in technology. Today AI is coming out. You don't even know how intelligent the next AI that is coming will be. So you also have to ask yourself, the new skills I'm about to acquire, how relevant will it be in just forecast? Okay, forecast. I mean, it can still be relevant, but and think about
the world
maybe
is progressing very fast.
Yeah, something like chef. You see, I tell people that no matter how you use robot to cook, it cannot be like where human beings are cooking. I just don't know how to say that, but I know that something like culinary skills we never face. No matter the amount of machine you get and order, is it not someone who will think out the recipe? Is it going to be a machine? So there is something about culinary skills that cannot phase. That is one thing I believe. So if you want to be a culinary chef, you have to know that you only need to get yourself acquainted with whatever new technology or new way of serving or design, culinary arts that are coming. So such a skill cannot fail. So
go and learn culinary.
No, my dear, we are sticking to this travel blog. You see this travel blogging we are sticking
Whoa. Wait. I am first a lawyer. I am second a study abroad consultant. I am third a travel vlogger. But travel vlogging requires money.
Of course.
Money before you can travel. Money. So now my to-do goal is to travel. My to-be goal is I want to be flexible to see the world. So it's gonna motivate me to
so
want to see the world.
Your finances and your skills.
I was when I saw at the end of the year, a lot of people were posting their travel vlogs. Oh, my year in travel. And I discovered a lot of pages of individuals that had traveled to like 30 countries, 20 countries, 25 countries. And I was like, my God, how am I need to be able to travel? And then I was thinking, I was like, I have to understand that, first of all, I should not put myself under pressure. And secondly, I am traveling to see the world, not for the world to see me.
See you, yeah.
So I should not now, because I've seen a lot of people posting, I traveled to 25 countries, and it will motivate me to start traveling so that I can come and tell people I've traveled to this, I've traveled to that. No. I want to travel because I want to see the world for myself. Not because I want other people to see me. So, so that's it.
That makes lots of sense. Yeah, because if you don't immerse yourself in the moment, you will miss out on the fun, the real fun. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. If you're only going there for people to see, I'm now in Seychelles. I went to Tunisia. You will miss out the main enjoyment because you just want to really,
impress. You want to impress others.
Impress and not, okay, for instance, this year I said I'm going to immerse myself in my feeding. That means when I'm eating, my phone will not be on my hand or close. Even if I'm listening to any talk, I will keep it somewhere far from me and I will face that food and immerse myself in this. In fact, I will have to savor the sweetness and everything in that food. And since I started, I think on 30th or something, I decided that. So whenever I am eating, I just keep my phone, somewhere. Even if there is a talk on, I just keep it away. When I'm feeding my baby, I don't keep my phone close. Right from when I start feeding her solid, I don't keep my phone close. Yeah, because I like to. It's just like a bonding time for us. Even when from when I gave birth to her, I rarely feed her with phone. I rarely, unless I'm on a call and then she started asking for breast milk. Yeah, because I remember the midwife telling me, your baby is still tender, please don't allow her to choke in a bit of trying to get attention on your phone. Yeah, you may not know the milk may get into her nose and you are busy on your phone. You think she's suffering, without knowing that she's choking. So I got that one early. So I whenever I'm with her, I try to put away the phone. But now she's beginning to demand attention. She's now an adult. Forget all the baby. Her ancestral characters are beginning to manifest. So she's beginning to demand more attention. And I'm also, and now because we eat together, I am also trying to make the eating part of our bonding. So I kept phone away. So all these things are, ways of trying to build wellness on every aspect
develop
of
your character.
Yeah, exactly. Because
it's funny how I read that thing today, being in like being, how do you put it, like eating without distractions?
Okay.
I read about it. It could make you, eating with distractions could make you not monitor how much food you're eating, could make you want to eat more, could make you hungry. A lot of disadvantages actually.
Before now, I used to believe that I cannot eat without pressing my phone or without having a junk. But I thought that is just what I told myself, and my brain just got mastered it. But I know that I can, recoil, take away that from my brain by practicing little by little. So I started, once I'm eating, no phone. I keep my phone away. So that way I'm able to know I am full up. Because when you're eating with your phone, for 30 minutes,
your brain is not registered. You're distracted.
And I may not even get to, get the taste of all the ingredients I've put in my food. Like yesterday, for the first time, I used to add cinnamon to my noodles and potato. But yesterday, for the first time, there was something different about the food. But I mean, it's not like I changed my recipe, but I was more present. Okay, I was more present with it. And then yesterday, I noticed that my baby loved her potato more than Indomie. I used to think she loved noodles more than potato because I used to be distracted. But since I started being more present when I'm eating, I can, tell more of her preferences compared to now. So to be list. So to be list is also important. You have to be present. It's also has to be part of your to be list, to be present at every of your activity. Even when you're discussing with someone, like the last time we talked about our pet peeves, please, sisters, if you have not watched that video, you need to go and see it. Said that, her pet peeve and her love language is that you'll be looking at her. And I know I wanted us to discuss on red flag, but let me just ship this in. You see, when people are talking to you and they're not looking you in the eye, I'm not like that's intimidating. No. Like,
but eye contact
is confidence. Eye contact is confidence. And when a guy, let me shift this one in. When you're talking to a guy and he's doing like this, my dear, he's not shy. He's not shy.
He's either not telling you the truth, or he's because he doesn't want to look you in the eye so that he will tell you the truth or something.
And then looking you in the eye again could be, there is what we call look away. Like you may think he's looking you at eye, but he's just focusing on the outer part of your face. So in another video we just talk about everything about eye contact, because I've learned that eye contact is eye contact is a full communication. Eye contact is full communication.
I need you to look at me. Let's not even that the video we talked about that was love language.
Whenever we talk about love, my kusemen is just
wait now, calm down. The video we talked about was do we have 5? Are there 5 love languages? So if you have not watched that video, go and watch it. When I was talking about the fact that my love language is quality time, and even if I am in the same room with you, we may not be spending quality time except you are actively looking me in the eye, listening to me. Let's not even talk about it. Please go and watch that video. This video we have talked, and I know that this topic I'm very passionate about it, so it might even be inexhaustive. So let our sisters in the comment tell us, have you said do you believe in New Year resolutions? If yes, give us your reasons. If no, give us your reasons. Do you set goals? How do you ensure that you implement your goals? I have heard about setting to be goals, but not a lot of people talk about it. So Jenny talking about it today was just a reminder that yes, like planning to become, is actually what motivates you to do what you want to do.
Exactly.
Psychologist Jenny and human character development professor. Hey,
I claim it.
In Sisters Who Born channel. This is where you got that your certification. When we are awarding you, remember me in your paradise. Jenny, do you know that I behave completely different on this channel?
Definitely, same
I'm
here.
sure that when people see me, they will not even know. Like, if you go to my study abroad channel, I'm a different person. I still make jokes and all of that. But this channel brings out the craziness in me. I don't know why.
That's even part of it. Like, that's the part of why I'm
so
here.
Raz.
The whole seriousness over there. I want
Jenny, I need to be refined. This channel
you need to be refined. On this channel, my dear, no way. You are going nowhere.
This rasness?
You are going nowhere. This is the way we do.
You are the one that brings out the rasness in me.
We have to do this ras part of you. That's why we are here. Let us keep the seriousness to our personal channels. Okay, so please check out our personal channels. Kuseme Ise and Chase of Mwadito, and living with couscous.
Living with couscous. Our channel, we have gone to Abu Dhabi together. We have gone to Ras Al Khaimah together. We are going to go to Morocco this year together.
So if you don't want to miss out, even if you don't want to travel through Couscous Eyes.
Thank you, Jerry. Jenny, I went
Depending
to Miracle
when you
Garden.
get to travel by yourself.
I went to Miracle Garden.
The
largest flowers. Like, how do I put it?
Flowers.
Like, the flowers in that place I have never seen.
Really, even with the UK being the flower pots of the world.
Okay, you know that I haven't. I didn't go to Kew Gardens when I went to UK, because I know that Kew Gardens is also. But you know how United Arab Emirates does things. If they want to do something, they want to break records.
I'm telling you, they break record at everything they do. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna post the vlog. Look out for it. I like this topic. I think maybe we should do a part 2, but maybe the part 2 would be a little variation.
Okay.
There's a lot to talk about. There, you see, setting goals, writing down stuff, making a to-do list. Maybe we can talk about vision board next time.
Yeah, creating a vision board.
I have not really set a vision board, or I've not created a vision board before, but usually I visualize the things I want to do. Like when I'm writing down goals, I visualize, but I've not really had like a vision board.
You went to the garden.
To your life.
And you see, even my sister has gone to celebrate too. Tourists came and they were videoing her. They left what they came to see. And they were seeing my babe.
You don't know. You don't know.
In fact, let me not spill the whole thing. Let me not spill the whole thing. Go to her channel and wait.
I cannot be shy because of people. Let me have my phone. Add my phone.
No, but that's the way they do. Yeah, that's the way they behave. Yeah, I remember that's why I was telling you that when you go to Burj Khalifa, that you shouldn't dance much because the security guys there will come to ask you to, But I don't think they opened that place. Yeah, did they open there on the 31st night inside, like close to the fountain?
They did. Oh, see, look.
Really?
Hey, should we talk about it? Jenny.
Yeah.
You have to reserve. Like, we couldn't go close. The fountain, all the restaurants by the fountain, the Dubai Mall fountain, they were blocked, they were reserved. And I hear that it was as high as $3,000 per person, 3,000 dirhams per person. I'm telling you. And the entire place was booked. All the restaurants on that boulevard road, Sheikh Boulevard, Address Skyview, all of it. See, next year, I'm booking a restaurant. And we have money by that time.
This year.
The end of this year. Because this year, last year I suffered. I said, I don't care about the suffering. I must see this light. I did the sacrifice. I saw the light. This year, I'm going to keep some money. I'm going to see the lights with my dress, evening dress, makeup, high shoes.
Yes, so.
I posted highlights of the light of my channel.
Oh, that's beautiful. All right, we are going to continue this discussion in our next video. No, there's not like we are going to end. No, we are not ending. Every of our conversation, we are never ending.
If you have video recommendations, you have something you think we should talk about, dissect, let us know in the comment section. You have questions you want us to answer. Jenny is a psychologist. Me, I'm just here to support, Me, I don't care. I am not a motivational speaker. I can
motivate you, okay? Don't worry. Come.
Jenny is a